All right, good afternoon, parents. I just wanted to send out a video of what we are doing this week as far as decimal notation. So I'll go ahead and write that decimal notation. All right, so what we're doing today is we are going to be multiplying decimals like this times 10 times 100 and times 1,000. So what I had students to do first was to place it in their place value chart. So I have them always draw at least 5 lines first. I always put the decimal in the third box away so I can start off with my hundreds, my tens, my ones, and then I put TH for tenths, and then I put HTH for hundredths, and they know about that. Then we put in our two, or not our two, our decimal into our chart. So we know we start in the ones place because this two is in the ones place. That's 2 and 4 tenths. I let them know that multiplication tells us to move to the right. So we're going to move to the right, and they know these steps. This is step 3. Step 4 is now that I'm going to count my zeros, and I know that I see 1 0. So since I see 1 0, that's moving to the right one time. And so then they would take their decimal and they would say, all right, well, my decimal now is behind the 4, and I make it real big. So now instead of 2 and 4 tenths, this number is now 24. And I put a decimal in. Some students are able to understand that. I could just place a 0 behind there, and now it's 24. So 2 and 4 tenths times 10 is 24. So then we would go and do this same thing times 100. And I'll put a 0 there so we can do our place value chart. 5 lines, cross it, put my decimal, H, T, O with the tenths and the hundredths. I know that this time I'm moving to the right still, and I'm moving 2 times. So I put my number back in, it's still in the ones place and then tenths. And then I know that, hey, instead of this one time moving it, now I'm going to move it 2 times. And so my decimal goes way back here, and I notice that I have a space in my number. So therefore, if I have a space in the place value, I'm going to put a 0 there. So now instead of 2 and 4 tenths, it is 240 with the decimal 0. Finally, we have been doing thousands as well going into 5th grade. So I know that I am going to put another 0, 2 and 4 tenths times 1,000. Same thing, still putting it in my chart. I'm going to create a new place value for my thousandths, and I told them to put TTHS. And I know that I am moving my decimal now 3 times. So it's to the right 3 times. Okay. I'm taking my decimal, and I always make it important that they are moving from line to line, because sometimes they'll do like this, 1 and then 2 and then 3. We don't want that. We want the decimal to go to each line in the place value. So now I'm coming here. That's 1, 2, 3. Make a big dot to know where my decimal is now. Instead of having one place value that is not filled with a number, I have 2. So I'm going to put 2 zeros this time. My decimal is at the end, so I write my numbers 2, 4, 0, 0 with the decimal at the end. You should know 1, 2, 3, comma. That's 2,400, and I can add an extra zero right there. So that's what we've been working on, times 10, times 100, times 1,000, and then we'll be going to divided by 10, divided by 100, divided by 1,000. Thanks for watching this video, and let me know if you have any other questions.